Hi everybody. Last video we left off with me telling you that I was going to baste the top of the quilt to the batting. And I did that. I basted the whole thing. I did just great big long running basting stitches. Um, you know, no rhyme or reason to it. Just make sure you get them both together really good. And so the next thing for me would be to put the back of the quilt on, which is going to be the fabric, which is the same as the binding strips that I put on. So what I do is lay down the back of the quilt, the fabric with the wrong side down and the right side facing up, along with the top of the quilt. So you're going to have right sides facing. This is the way I do it. May not be the way professional quilters do it, but this always works for me. So excuse me, I'm going to get up because I got to move over here a little bit. But so the next thing to do would be to, I'm just going to pull it down towards me so I can reach. So remember what we said. We've got the right side of the top of the quilt facing the right side of the back of the quilt. So I cut this piece a little bit larger than it needed to be, but it's always better to have a little extra fabric than not enough. So what I'm going to do is go around and match the edges and pin it together, because this is how I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. So what we're doing, we're putting, I don't know, I put a pin maybe every 4 to 5 inches apart. We're going to do this all the way around the quilt. Always making sure that you're always pushing it out towards the edges as you work your way down, because things can tend to bunch up a little bit if you're not always pushing it in the direction you're going. So that's about it. We're just gonna pin this all the way around. After this, take it to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew with a 1/4 of an inch seam. You could sew with a 1/2 inch seam if you wanted to. It all depends on what you like to do. I always like to remind you that this is just the way it works for me. There might be better ways, there might be easier ways, but this is the way that it works for me. And I am no way a professional. I'm a grandmother of 4 grandchildren, 2 daughters, and I like to spend my time with them, and I like to spend my time doing crafts and making useful things that people can use. I'm retired now for quite a few years, and this is what keeps me occupied and enjoying life. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pin it all the way around. Like I said, always making sure that you're pushing out towards the edges, towards the outside, because what you don't want to do is end up with a big bunch of backing here in the middle of the quilt. Won't look good. Not a good look. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue doing this, and next time you see me, we're going to be at the sewing machine, and we're going to be sewing a 1/4 of an inch seam all the way around. Thanks for watching.